I'm Belinda Chee.
And I'm Serena C.
And you're watching her.tv.
So apparently we're on this program called hashtag Cakap. I know why you picked this because we're both hosts. That means we can talk.
That's right.
And we can check out today's topic. Let's see. Okay, you go.
Well, today's topic to Cakap about is your cell phone has replaced your watch, camera, and alarm. Please don't let it replace your friends and family.
Very, very
Cell phones have
relevant.
taken over the world.
It's true,
Seriously.
you know what? See? No watch. No watch. Alarm, I have to admit, yes. Camera, definitely. Remember those days when we had the cameras, you know, with the memory stick, and then you have to charge the battery every day? I'm actually glad that it replaced that.
Actually, go back even further. Remember the days when we had film cameras and we couldn't even look at the pictures right after we took them, and then we had to go develop the pictures before we realized that it was a dud picture.
So actually that's a good point, okay? I have to admit there are good points. I know we're getting to the bad points because that's mostly the case nowadays, and do we have a lot of bad points? But the good point is this, yes, I don't need a watch, and my baby sits on this hand. I was just telling Belle before this, you know, you have your watch, and I'm like, oh, I always forget to wear my watch because Chloe cannot sit there, it hurts her. So that's a good thing. When you travel, you don't have to bring your watch, right?
True.
Or your alarm.
With your smartphone, when you travel especially, you can actually, the time actually automatically changes to whatever that time zone that you're in.
Correct.
So back in the day, you know, back in the day we had to wind back the watch and everything, but now with the smartphone, everything.
Exactly. That's why they call it smartphone, you know? And that's why we're being a little more silly nowadays. Do you notice your spelling is getting worse, right?
Yeah.
Like sometimes I have to Google and go spelling. And the shortening and everything. But
it's our brain now. It's like our brain doesn't need to work as much.
Pretty much.
Yeah. But of course, I don't think a smartphone can replace friends or family. Although, I mean, there are pros and cons when it comes to these kinds of things, right?
And I have a very big pro.
Yeah? It helps us connect to our friends and family.
Because my husband's family is in France. Like, so imagine if you had no Skype, right?
Yeah.
You know, there would be no connection.
Imagine
the days.
You have to write letters.
Yes. My mother-in-law actually tried to send a birthday card to us. It took 3 weeks to arrive. Imagine, you won't even know that someone gave birth, for example, you know, if you had to send them letters anymore. So that's one thing I'm thankful. Skype is great. Daily basis, seriously, I see so many people on the phone.
I've seen so many young people, they're eating by themselves and they put their phone right there and they're like,
that's alright because you need to talk to someone. But like if you're my boyfriend and all I want to do is like, take a picture of my food. Take a picture of my food again. Do I look good with the coffee? Like,
no, an annoying thing is if you're out with friends, like just one-on-one, out with another friend, and then your friend is constantly on the phone, and you're like,
so what's the point of getting together, right? So today's topic is, you know, please don't let it replace your friends and family. It can enhance your relationship, like we said, Skype, or even educational apps. There's plenty of educational apps on your phone, and I have to say, Chloe has picked up a lot on that. Can enhance your relationship, but don't let it replace.
Yeah, but I think when you're out, especially with family and friends, let's say you're out for a meal, keep your phones in your bag. Don't put it on the table, because once it's on the table, there's this tendency to go like check on it every few minutes, even though you're not really looking at anything.
There really is nothing urgent. Okay, so let's focus on the good stuff, right? I mean, there are good stuff. Like, for example, half my family's not with me, you know. Some's in BU, I'm sorry, I'm in KL, you know. My father and mother, they're in East Malaysia. Don't even talk about that. My husband's family, they're in France. If you didn't have a smartphone and you didn't have Skype, you know, because now they're on your phones, you can be anywhere, you can be grocery shopping, they wouldn't know our lives at all. Like if I got pregnant and I had to send a letter to them,
3 months later only they'll know. Probably when the baby comes out only they'll know.
Or like, hey, Chloe's 16 now. What? Now you get daily updates and you know.
And I think like with all these social media sites like Facebook and Instagram and all that, you can actually stay connected without actually physically speaking to them, which is a good and bad thing, I think. Sometimes some friends, you just want to know what's happening with them. Like we were saying, you know, connectivity is good,
Yes.
especially with people from all over the world, friends and family from all over the world. But when you're with that person face to face, you know, have that personal bonding time, because the cell phone can never replace that conversation, that face-to-face, the eye contact.
And also, after a while, you become awkward. Like, what if you're so connected to your phone? You know, a lot of people are actually
Socially
a lot more
awkward,
verbal,
actually, yeah.
right? And then you don't have
They
your
don't know
phone.
how to say things.
It's
They
true.
only know how to text things.
See?
Their feelings, especially, I think. They don't know how to sort of express their feelings unless it's via text.
Correct, because you can edit, especially WhatsApp. A lot of people are. I know a lot of fights have started through WhatsApp because, you know, sometimes it's misconstrued as well. You have your best intentions and whatnot. So, I mean, I guess at the end of the day is, hey, smartphones are great. Not all the time.
That's right. So know when to bring your smartphone out and know when to just keep it.
And if you're a parent, remember that your kid copies everything you do. So think about that. And I think that concludes our little discussion. Yeah. For me anyway. Anything you'd like to add?
Well, I found out one way which helped me, because I'm a little bit like your husband. I'm quite addicted to my cell phone. Like, I'll look at it until I fall asleep at night, and that's really not good. Sometimes I will put my charger outside of the room.
Ooh,
So
that's very strong will, girl.
Yeah, so I will charge the phone just right outside the room sometimes, and that will deter me from using the cell phone, especially at night. So maybe that's something, if you are so addicted and you want to try and just reduce your cell phone usage, especially before you sleep at night, put your charger outside of the room, and you'll find that you actually have a more peaceful sleep.
It is true. It's actually proven medically that, you know, all these things, the radiation and whatnot, it won't affect you. And if you have a husband like mine, hide his phone. There you go. So it's been #Cakap with Serena
And Belinda Chee. Thanks for watching.